There we are. Hi guys, and welcome to my very, very sporadic YouTube channel where sometimes I don't upload things for 2 months. Partially because my laptop growled at me and then I panicked and then it just died. And I have a new one and I'm in a car bouncing back and forth. It's fine. It's great. Hey Dondra. Hello. We are headed to Universal to have a good time and a good day, but on the way there, so instead of filming a read with me sort of situation, because one, I didn't get a whole lot of feedback on it, and two, I decided that I just didn't want to do that. And it's my YouTube channel, so I can do whatever the frickety frack I please. Haha. That's how that works, right? Definitely. Yeah, that's how it works. So instead, I thought I would do my best to explain the first book of Wheel of Time to someone who has never read it, probably never heard of it. That's a giant bird. Also, this is like the first. I'm kind of excited because I'm in the passenger seat. Usually I drive to Universal, but Audra has a new vehicle, so she's getting to drive today. So this is a whole new experience for me to sit over here. I've seen so many things that I never actually see because I never look on this side of the road. I pay attention to the cars on this side of the road, but I don't look at stuff that's on the side of the road. But anyway, so have you ever heard of Wheel of Time?
I'm friends with you, so I have to.
That's true. That's very, very true. Prior to knowing me, did you know?
I think I had heard a little bit of it, just especially because the movie was coming out.
Yeah, the show.
That. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Wheel of Time on Prime.
Yeah.
I'm kind of excited about it. Also, yes, I have been talking Audra's ear off about this in excitement. Because I am pretty stinking excited about it. I see all the stuff on what was Wheel of Time Wednesday and now is just Wheel of Time whatever from their Twitter stuff and everything. So it's really great. So let's talk about the main characters. Alright. One, the main of Maine, you have Rand. R-A-N-D.
Okay.
He's a cinnamon roll. He starts off being a giant marshmallow. And note that I say starts off. Starts off being a giant marshmallow that can't talk to girls. And he's the tallest guy in his village.
Okay.
No one sees anything strange about the fact that he's freaking huge. He's massive. He looks nothing like his dad whatsoever, which is important. In fact, it goes the first couple of pages of the book, they go out of his way to say that gray eyes and reddish tinge to his hair is something that's not seen around here very often. But he's a giant cinnamon roll. He's very tall. And he is it turns out that he's a power wielder.
Okay.
So that kind of has its effect on him. And he's kind of got a thing for I know some of y'all are gonna murder me for this, but I'm pretty sure her name is Egwene. Whatever, I don't care. I call her Egwene. I don't listen.
It's a weird word.
It is a real weird, blah, 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 blah. Real weird word. But he's kind of got a thing for her, and she turns out to be a really major player in it. And there are parts of the books where she's a really great role model, and she's really relatable. And then there are parts of the book where I'm like, boo-boo, what you doing? Why you do this? And then there's Perrin, who is a bear.
Just a bear?
A bear.
Okay.
I mean, not a real bear. If he were gay, he would be a bear.
I thought thought you meant like I was fully ready to accept that he was actually just a bear.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, he's like he's called a wolf brother because he can communicate with wolves. Spoiler alert.
Can he shift?
No, he can't shift. He does have a weird eye thing going on a little bit, but he's a blacksmith.
Huh.
So, and like the books have him being like stout and like wide, which is what I would assume a blacksmith needs to be in ye olden times. Because like, that's totally the motion.
Yes.
Of a blacksmith.
Hammering.
Yes, hammering. Cha-cha-cha. Is he, you know, big bushy beard, he's hairy.
Yeah.
He a bear.
Protect yourself.
Yeah. And then there's Matt, which I know you are already aware of because I love Matt Cawthon. I love him so much. He's like, I would view him as chaotic neutral.
He's the best character.
Because he kind of like, he starts off the series being this prankster and like not really wanting a whole lot of responsibility and kind of running away from everything. And then he spends the rest of the books running away from responsibility, yet still doing what needs to be done. And then he'll talk about like, he'll say like, oh, I'm not doing anything. I just did what anyone else would do. Like trying to brush it off and stuff. Example, the Stone of Tear, whatever it is. Listen, I don't listen to the audiobooks because they annoy me. Audiobooks in general annoy me. So don't hate on me. Okay. Hello, Mr. Policeman. Everyone say hello to the policeman. There he went. Bye-bye. But he's lucky. Like, it's weird. It's called, they say that he has the Dark One's luck. Because he goes through this thing, this tower, and I don't know if they gave him the power of luck or if like, I view it as he already had it and they just kind of awakened it more in him. Like, I don't know. That's something to think about for a later video. Because now that I'm thinking about it, it's like he sees the elfin and the eelfin, and they're creepy. They're really creepy. I'm really excited to see how they show those on the show. So the elfin and eelfin are these creatures. They're called the foxes and snakes. And did you ever play Snakes and Ladders?
Yeah.
There's a game in the books that's a lot like Snakes and Ladders.
Okay.
But it's called like Shoots and Snakes or Snakes and something.
I was gonna say, I think they called it Shoots and Ladders.
Yeah.
What I played.
Yeah. But like in the book, it's a game that you can't win, and it's actually like how chess used to be played as a war strategy game. This game was played in order to teach you how to get around the elfin and eelfin, and they're creepy as fritty frag because like one set, they walk in and they're like snake-like features. And they have straps across them that when you look closely, it's human skin.
Kinky.
I think that's where you want to turn.
Yeah, that's why I was over here.
Yeah. I'm in charge of the map today, which is not a good choice. Whatever.
I could have done it, but
You're fine. 259, there we go.
Yeah, that's
But yeah, I really love Matt because I identify the most with Matt, which is weird for people who like know me and know the books. Like, I don't know, it's weird.
Do we know which way I'm turning?
You're gonna continue on, and in 0.5 miles, you're gonna turn right. So, but the first like couple of chapters of the book are them in their hometown, right, getting ready for a festival. When, did you ever read Lord of the Rings or watch Lord of the Rings?
I'll not pay. again?
I don't know.
We'll see.
Yeah. But did you ever watch Lord of the Rings?
I've seen the first one.
Okay, so you know how like they're on the road to Bree, and they see one of the wraiths where he's on a horse and he's a black horse and he's wearing a black everything. We're gonna continue downtown Orlando. But yeah, dude, do you remember?
Maybe it's been a while.
Okay. Well, they're seeing a lot of the boys around a certain age are seeing this hooded figure watching them.
Okay.
And it's not until later that they realize that the wind doesn't touch him, and it makes it really creepy because you don't see his face ever, and the winds stay in this lane.
Okay.
You're gonna take a right on Conroy.
Okay.
But you never see his face, you never see anything, but when you look at him, you feel hate.
Okay.
Like it feels like something's hating on you. And
Maybe in the right.
yes, you should. And it's a lot like that scene where they look
Hello.
back. Hello. Florida drivers, y'all.
Literally fucking worse. I'm sorry, I shouldn't swear on your channel.
You know, at this point, I'm kind of just like, who gives a shit? Who gives a shit? I have labeled this channel not for children. I've done my part.
Who cares about monetization?
Fuck
Fuck
it.
'em.
But it's a lot like that scene.
Okay.
And like it's really creepy. But they're getting ready for this festival, and up pops this fancy lady
Fancy.
and her manservant. Which that's what they identify him as initially, and as you read the books, to me it gets even funnier when you look back and you think of Lan as a manservant. Like, side note, imagine Lan as what is his name? What is his name? Any other time I could tell you his name.
You know, if I'm gonna be turning.
You're gonna turn right. You're gonna turn right.
Like, when after I turn this right, is it gonna be another right?
Yes.
Okay.
But the guy that ends up being a manservant for Matt, like just for a moment, picture Lan in that role. Yeah, he's funny. But anyway, oh, this is a chaotic video.
I think it's because we're driving on Florida interstates.
That's very true. It's also because I didn't.
Hello.
It's also because I didn't plan this out at all. I'm just like rolling, whatever. But then you meet Moiraine, Moiraine.
Watch it just be Maureen.
Yes, Maureen, that hallowed Aes Sedai. But fast forward through like the festival and the Gleeman showing up and a couple other things, and the whole village gets attacked by, my hand is shaking.
Good.
Like it's shaking the camera. Do you see this? What is happening?
I love that finger strength.
Yeah, there we go. So the village gets attacked, and then you meet Narg. Narg smart.
Is he a troll?
Yeah, vaguely, yeah.
Good.
I mean, that's sort of.
I assumed.
That's kind of what they are. They're these creatures that were made in the last age, before the breaking of the world, and they're like part man, part beast. So they walk like humans, but they have like, some of them have like ram's heads and some have wolf heads, but most of the time they don't talk, except for this one that was just like Narg smart. See that sign? Malt Millennia, second and third rate. Oh, hello, minivan. Let's come right on over.
Wait, so not this right?
It's either... Yeah, it's not this one. It's either the second or third.
I'm not getting over.
That's fine. Just go straight. This goes...
I'm in a turn only.
No. See, they're going through the light up there.
Turn only.
Well, then turn. Whatever. Let's make a loop around it. There's the freaking container store!
Every time!
Well, we always mean, like, I always mean to go to the container store, and then we always end up on the wrong side of the road for it, and we never go. But anyways, then you meet Narg. And he actually talks, and he's like, Narg smart, Narg wait. Come with Narg.
Come with Narg.
Come with me, and you'll be in a world of cook pots, and we're gonna eat you. Because that's how that's what happens. I love that. Can that be in the show? Can Narg just sing that?
Yes.
Come with me, be in my cook pot. Nom nom nom. Come with Narg.
Narg wants to be friends. Why did I go to Yoda?
I don't know.
Narg.
But they flee from the village because they realize that the creatures are after one of either Matt, Perrin, or Rand. And then Egwene discovers that she could train to be Aes Sedai, so she leaves with them as well. And then like 2 days later, come to find out, Nynaeve, who is the village wisdom, who's supposed to be like the one that like heals people, she's like the lady, the healer lady of the village. I love her. I also identify with Nynaeve. Like if Nynaeve and Matt were like, that's me. Chaotic as fuck.
Accurate.
And you're just gonna turn left. There's the sign. Whoa! But turns out that she's been following them for like 2 days because they're Emmons Fielders and she's gonna watch after them and everything. And Lan gets really like impressed by the fact that this like woman from a backwoods town managed to follow them without him realizing it, because he's like a hardened, trained soldier. I see everything kind of a situation, right? So then she becomes part of their traveling party, and they make their way over the river and through the woods. To the castles we go. That's kind of how it is. They make their way through the forest until they reach a castle that's in ruins, and it's called Shadar Logoth. Shatter Logoth, y'all. Yes. It's Shadar Logoth. It sounds different in my head. I can't say it because, you know, accent and everything. And Moiraine tells them, don't touch anything. Yeah, sure, tell a bunch of teenage boys, don't touch anything. And then, because this castle is home to a, I don't want to say a spirit, because he's not really a spirit. He's captured evil essence, is essentially what he is. Oh, he's backing up.
Where's he going?
I don't know. And like fast forward through the events there. I'm going really fast because we're about to park and I want to get through this. But fast forward to the events there. Of course, Matt, chaotic that he is, steals a knife.
Of course.
That has been steeped in this evil essence for thousands of years.
Okay.
So he's like, it slowly drives him mad.
Sweet.
Yeah, it's real great. But they reach a certain point where, so they're traveling, right? And
who has a green light?
Maybe they have a green light? I don't know.
No one is going.
What is? Oh, why is it? I changed directions like 2 or 3 times. That was weird. It was very strange. Okay, where was I?
I don't know.
they leave the castle, right?
Okay.
And they're running from the creatures, and they head north. Is it north? I think it's north. I'm pretty sure it's north. They head to the borderlands, which is where Lan is from. And they're in the...
Right.
You're gonna turn left.
Sorry.
Yeah, turn left. They're in the borderlands, and Ran has slowly been learning how to like fight with a sword, and Perrin, so once they get to the borderlands, trying to remember, I literally just read this book, but also I have read this book like 18 times.
Yeah, you should know.
I should know. But I right now I'm having a brain moment where I can't remember if it's at the end of this book that they get split up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure. Like, I can't for the life of me remember anything right now. I don't know. Sometimes my brain does this thing where like, I know, but my ADHD, like the brain chemistry in my brain because of my ADHD, like just makes circles around it. Like, you can't have this information. No, no, no. You can't have this at all. Why would you need to know that? And then like, watch, we're gonna get to the parks in like 2 hours. I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, this is where it was. This is the moment I was trying to talk about. Yeah, this is why I write things down.
It's happened before.
It has. It has. But I'm pretty sure it's not until the second book that they get split up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cause like there's this thing where my like books 1, 2, and 3, a lot of times my brain just rearranges the events of 1, 2, and 3.
Oh, good.
And I don't know why. I don't know.
It's like Percy Jackson, but on accident.
Yeah. You mean like the movies?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It does that. That's it. That's a great example. The Percy Jackson movies, but in my brain and involving this book. These books. You're gonna turn right at Radibal. So not this light, but the next one.
Okay.
Turn right.
I'm gonna let this man pass me.
Hello, sir.
He's zooming.
I can't tell if that's the Flash or if he likes the lightning.
Well, he also has Wally and
You can do it.
starts with a B.
You can do it.
My brain keeps saying Bebo and Baymax.
It's BB-8.
So close. At least they were all robots.
Yeah, there you
They all
go.
started with the sound B.
There you go. There you go. There's a lot of world building in the first book.
Okay.
And there's a lot of world building in the second book, which I think is why, like, and there's a lot of plot, but a lot of world building. So I think that's why my brain sometimes says, no, this happened in book 1, when really it's like book 2. So, but I'm really stinking excited to see how, because I'm pretty sure like the first season is gonna be like books 1 and 2, and I think there's a lot, like, very quickly from what I just told you, like, I skipped over a ton of stuff, but you get the gist.
Yeah.
Right? So, and I think that there's a lot that they can just skip completely to get to the main parts that they need for the plot. Because there's a lot of stuff in there that would be really cool to have in, and then there's some stuff that I'm like, yeah, that could go. That could go. That's not really central to the book.
Zoom, zoom, bitch.
Sir. Was that a truck or a Mustang?
No, I think that was that car that was right next to me.
The
tiny
minivan?
little one.
don't know. You're gonna turn left up here.
Fun!
Ooh.
Are we gonna have to be back on the highway?
I don't think so. Maybe. Turn left. Where are you going? Turn left.
Left. Shit!
We should go. This person behind you is probably like, what the hell are they doing?
Because also the right lane also turned left.
You're gonna turn left on Kirkman.
Okay.
This is great. Come along with us, guys, as we try to figure out.
Shit!
I really do think that they, like, I've seen some stuff on the internet. On Twitter. It's on Twitter. On hashtag Twitter of time, where someone was arguing that they could get rid of part of the Borderlands scenes and totally bypass the Eye of the World, which is what the book is named. First of all, the book is named Eye of the World, and their whole point of going on this quest is to go to the Eye of the World.
Yeah, I feel like they really shouldn't cut that out.
Yeah, right? Like, I mean, you could sort of like cut parts of it out.
Yeah.
Turn left on Kirkman, so at the red light. Not this light, but the next one. I feel like that's kind of important to have, but also the Green Man at the end of the book. I haven't seen this brought up yet, but if they don't get rid of Eye of the World, the whole like point of them going, but they get
left or right?
Left. Oh, afterward you're gonna go straight and then right. The whole point.
Ohio.
Good job. But the whole point of them going to Eye of the World, the Green Man has to let them find the Eye of the World. Like, he's protecting it, right?
Yeah. He looks 12.
He does look 12, and he's got a cigarette in his hand and a pinky ring.
Yeah.
A 12-year-old with a pinky ring and a cigarette and an iPhone.
Driving a shitty car.
Yeah.
But he's definitely not 12.
Definitely not, but he looks 12. Yeah.
A fake Rolex.
I see that. Oh, you're bad.
Orlando! Welcome!
Like, you can't just cut the Green Man. Like, there are parts in later books that you might be able to trim from where they mention the Green Man and they mention like him a lot in like flashbacks and stuff, but I don't really see how cutting that completely helps the show in any way. Turn right, L Major. You're gonna need to turn. Get back in that lane.
But it says exit only up there.
Universal right lane.
Ah. You're also covering up my side mirror with your camera.
Ah. Well, I can't. I need to get one of them stickies. Just
Yeah.
That's the noise it makes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Is it here?
Yeah. Yeah, right here.
Okay.
Look, there's the big ass sign. Woo. You know what? We may actually be getting to park in a different parking lot for the first time in like forever. For the first time in forever, we won't have to park in Jaws. Maybe we will park in E.T. Who knows? Adventure.
Yeah, adventure.
Yeah, cool. But like, I don't see how you can just delete like parts. I understand that there are parts that need to be taken out because you can't put everything in a TV show.
Yeah, you can't exactly like world build visually.
Right.
Like, it just has to be kind of implied and you figure it out as you go along.
Right. But there are key parts that you have to have. I really think that it's important to keep the Borderlanders scenes, most of the Borderlander scenes, because it informs Rand later in the series on his behavior and how he grows as a person and as a king. Spoiler alert, he becomes a king. I think you're gonna... I don't know where we are. We never come this way.
We're going under the...
Under the pass. Wow. Amazing. You need to be in the right-hand lane.
So let's go straight.
Straight, yeah. Straight and then to the right. Woohoo.
Woohoo.
Ooh, look at that car.
Oh. It's a choice.
It's purple. It's a pretty purple. It's a pearlescent purple.
Oh.
Fancy words. But yeah, I just think that, like, the Borderlander scenes... Say hello to Orlando. But I really think that it's important that you have these scenes that are going to build on your main character's behavior and lifestyle. It's green.
Okay, hello.
They're watching. They're watching.
Goodbye.
Great. Bye. Go away now. Because he learns everything that he needs. A lot of what he needs, not everything he needs, but he learns a lot of what he needs from the Borderlanders. And that really informs his growth. I'm repeating myself. His growth as a king, as a person, as a power wielder. And it also, like, Perrin's growth through his interactions with a lot of the Borderlanders, and Matt, like, even though he's half out of it because he's an idiot that stole a dagger that is now infecting him with evil essence.
Evil.
Oh, you need to be in the right-hand lane, apparently. Cool. Oh, Volcano Bay shut down because it's cold, so they don't want anyone going that way.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Cool. This has been a rambly mess. I hope you guys enjoyed our trip to Orlando.
Where am I going?
I don't know where you're going.
Is this one open?
Yeah, it's open. They're all open. They're all open. You have your what? Do you have your pass?
It's in my wallet.
Oh, okay.
Let's hope I have my.
I've got mine right here.
Let me use mine. Yeah.
Yeah. Can use yours next time.
Don't they have to check your license?
I don't know.
Thank you. Me too.
Thank you. I think the first time they do. But where do we go? Over there.
Okay. Wait, which one?
Parking. That's prime over there. This is regular.
Okay.
Here we go. Here we go, guys. I hope you enjoyed our trip to Orlando, and remember to put your seatback trays into the upright position. Yeah. I don't know. I have no idea. Cool.
Really great sign out.
I know. Okay, let's try this one last time. One last time. Let me try it one more time, okay? I hope you guys enjoyed our trip to Orlando and this rambly mess that is a video. Again, this is mostly just me rambling because I really like the show. The show. I really hope I like the show. I really like the books, and I'm trying to get Audra to get excited about the show. So, yeah. If you disagree with anything I've said in this video, please feel free to comment below. And if you vehemently disagree, please feel free to keep your opinions to yourself. No.
Don't be an asshole.
Yeah, that's all I'm asking. Don't be an asshole. If you don't agree with what I'm saying, don't be an asshole. Politely disagree with me. Because I really want to hear your opinion. I just don't want you to be a douche. I hope everyone has a wonderful day. Bye-bye.